fall. I fear that there's still further to fall. It's dangerous cause I want it all, and I don't think I care what it costs. I shouldn't have fallen in love. Look what it made me become. I let you get too close just to wake up alone. And I know you think you can run. You're scared to believe I'm the one, but I just can't let you go. I'd let the world burn, let the world burn for you. This is how it always had to end. If I can't have you, then no one can. I let it burn, I let the world burn, just to hear you calling out my name, watching it all go down in flames. Fear in their eyes, ash raining from the blood orange sky. I let everybody know that you're mine. Now it's just a matter of time before we slipped into the dust. Look what you made me become. I let you get too close just to wake up alone. And I know you think you can run. You're scared to believe I'm the one, but I just can't let you go. I'd let the world burn, let the world burn for you.
Okay, as you just saw, that was a back and arm workout. I recently changed up my split from the chest, shoulders, and biceps, back, rear, delts, and triceps, and legs, to the chest and shoulders, and then back and arms, and then legs. So the reason I did that is because I can have a lot more recovery time in between each workout for each muscle group. So essentially what I was doing on the back half of my split was chest and back, and then shoulders and arms, and then I would rest a day, and then I'd be hitting chest and shoulders and biceps, and I didn't like that whole one day in between, so I decided to switch it up. I've been really enjoying this split. I may tweak it to be chest and arms and back and shoulders instead, but for now, I'm going to keep it where it's at just because I've been enjoying it. I've been having fun, and I've been getting stronger each session. So we're going to see. But now we have to get ready for our tempo run today. So the run of the day is a tempo, obviously. So we have a 1 mile warm up, I believe. Let me just pull it up really quickly because I can't remember off the top of my head. My Garmin usually just like announces when I have to switch something. So it's a 1 mile warm up, and then 2 miles at 7 minutes per mile, 1.5 miles at 6:40, and then 1.5 miles at 6:20, and then 1 mile at 6:05, and then we have a walking rest, and then a 1 mile cool down. I don't think I'm going to take the walking rest just because it's only 90 seconds. It's not much time for your heart rate to kind of lower, so I may just skip over that and then finish the run out. I think this week we have 60 miles total, so I'm a little bit scared for that. I think it's a 57, but I'm sure with the interval workout, it'll bump up to like around 58. So yesterday we had our 10 mile easy run. Today we have tempo. Thursday we have intervals, and then Friday 9.5 mile easy run, and then 22 mile long run at a conversational pace. So that'll be a extremely long run, like 3 hours. So we're going to be bombing food that day, and plus we're pretty much running a fucking marathon, like 4 miles off. I might as well just finish it out, right? But yeah, that's the plan for this week in terms of our running. Pretty much just been trying to focus on hitting my paces as best as possible and really pushing myself on these speed workouts just so I can get faster and hopefully run a really good time at Honolulu. So fingers crossed. I'm a little bit stressed out about the heat acclimation. I was watching some TikToks today, which was probably my biggest mistake. So we are going to try to heat acclimate the best as possible. So after runs, we're going to be hopping in the sauna for around like 20 to 25 minutes, just so our body, because I read somewhere that I asked ChatGPT. I didn't read it anyway. ChatGPT told me that that's the best way to heat acclimate. But something we've been taking for recovery purposes is magnesium. So magnesium biglycinate, I've been taking around 340 milligrams of this per day. and the sleep has been fucking excelling. Like, check out this sleep score that we had last night. Last night was a good night. 96. It's upside down. 96. I can't flip my wrist that way, but just take my word for it. It was a 96. I'm fucking pretty gassed about that. Because I found, like, the training's been so intense that it's been tough to fall asleep recently just because, like, my body's under a lot of strain. So I needed that little bit of extra help, and that's what we decided to take. I was just testing it out, like, the last, like, 2 weeks, but I've just continued taking it. On long run days where I do back and arms and then like a 20+ mile run, I typically take 3 instead of the 2, just because my body's under extra strain, and I think that it's in my best interest to take a little bit extra just to help recovery and help my sleep, get me into a deeper state of sleep. Maybe hit some REM too, you know what I'm saying? Especially on my long run days, I have trouble sleeping. Like, it's so weird because I think it's just because my heart rate is heightened for so long that it just completely fucking deep fries my sleep. Fucking put it on the skillet type of shit. Throw it in the fryer. We're having KFC tonight, except it's my fucking sleep. So I'm going to show you guys what I have been eating before my runs. It's nothing crazy. It's just, like, really simple and takes less than 30 seconds, and that's why I do it, just so I can get something fast in. Literally, it's just been 2 rice cakes, like, as simple as it can get, just because fast digesting carbs. It's super simple, easy on the stomach, and yeah, it's literally, it gets the job done. This is how we hit in our paces. On my long run days and my track days, so my interval and my long run days, I typically do a little bit more carbs just because I don't want to kind of bonk on the long run, and it's especially since it's a double day. But on the interval, I am only doing that workout, so I typically do 4 rice cakes instead of 2 because I'll have 0 carbs in my system. So try to get as many in as possible, like 50 grams of carbs, or that's actually a lie. I think it's 40, and then I do a little bit of almond butter just to keep the blood sugar stable throughout. Okay, my sincerest apologies for the hiatus that I have been on, but my plans of my YouTube video scheduling have been foiled, to say the least. So pretty much what the plan was to have a little gym workout vlog come out the week of the 10th, and then have the video of the Hyrox come out the week of the 20th. However, I have not been able to hear from my editor since, so in order to compensate for that, here is a bunch of Hyrox clips. Come on. It's like you were there, wasn't it? Did it feel like you were there? No? Okay. That's unfortunate because it's like you're there, but you're not, you know? I'm assuming the video would have been a lot better, the YouTube video itself, because we got some really cool shots and Armand was getting some good angles, but I haven't heard from him, but that's a topic for another time. Pretty much just wanted to hop on you here and let y'all know the scoop on my training recently. So this week I have a deload. We've done around 3 race practice runs, so we're feeling what a 650 should feel like, and we're kind of getting used to that. This week, obviously, big deload. Only 4 runs instead of 5, around 40 miles total. And then next week is our peak week. So essentially what a peak week is when you are prepping for a marathon is your worst week ever. You are going to be running the most miles you have throughout this entire prep, and you're going to have the toughest workouts. So essentially, I'll read out what my peak week is looking like. So next week, I have a 10-mile easy run on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I have a interval workout, which is a total of 8 miles with a couple walking rests in between each rep. And then we have a tempo 1200 workout. So that is basically just going to be 0.75 at a 6:05, and then 0.25 at an 8:10. So that's a pretty nice feeling workout, to be completely honest with you. And then after that, we have a 9.5 mile easy run, and then the last long run that is going to be truly a fucking pain in my ass, because we have a couple more race practice runs after this. However, none of them sort of add up to that. It is a 23-mile race practice run. The way this is going to work is I'm going to start off with a 5.5 mile warm up, cool down type of thing. It's just a warm up. It's not a cool down. You're just starting the run. So we're gonna run that at like a 7:50, 7:40, and then 5 miles at a 7:05, and then 12 miles at our race pace. So essentially the reason we're going for the 5 miles at a 7:05 for that particular part of the workout is because we want to get used to sort of easing into the race pace as opposed to just coming out super hot, right? Because that's an easy way to get burnt out and completely ruin the race for yourself, is by jumping into it too early. So that's going to help us kind of get used to running at like a 7 and then jumping into it. So essentially, like with my race plan, I plan on taking the first like 5 or 6 miles exactly like that workout at a like 6:55, and then jumping into the 6:40 to 6:50 range. But lately the race practice reps have felt really strong, so I'm potentially thinking I could push a little bit faster than a 6:50, but time will tell. Time will tell. I'm super excited for this race, to be completely honest, and I've been putting in a lot of work. The only thing I have to get nailed down is my electrolyte consumption throughout the race. So I'm going to be trying out a couple of different electrolytes in tablet forms, so I can kind of just chew it and then it's dissolved in my stomach just like that, and I have electrolytes. Because it's one thing to be able to get fluids in during the race. It's already hard enough to do that because you have the cup and you kind of have to squeeze it. There's a little technique. I'm not very good at it. My first marathon, I kind of just dumped water on my face and got like maybe 6 milliliters in my mouth. So I'm hoping to not have to rely on the water stations. And the electrolytes that they provide at races like this is fucking Gatorade. What are we doing? What are we doing? Gatorade? Are we being dead ass right now? Gatorade has like 100 milligrams of sodium. That's not enough. That's not enough. So I'm going to be looking to kind of take a similar fueling approach to my Ultra, where I'm taking in 40 grams of carbs per hour. So I'm using the Morton gels, the Morton 160s. They are huge and they are a little bit expensive, but I'm willing to kind of take that on the chin just to be able to have proper fueling. It's either that or I take 2 gels that are 20 grams of carbs each, and I would rather not do that because that's even more expensive. It's a double-edged sword, really. I'm going to be spending a lot of money for this race, no matter what, and especially since I'm going to Hawaii for a week. That also adds a lot of funds. So we're gonna test out a couple of different things throughout these next couple of weeks, especially next week, which is going to be the most important one. I am super fucking excited for this 23-mile race practice. I've been loving the tempo long runs just because when you're running a long run at like a conversational pace, it gets so fucking boring. It is so lame. Like you're just running forever. And it's not like a fast one. You're not playing around. You're just low and slow. I'm not a fan. But obviously it's a necessary evil. You got to get it done. In other news, Young LA Black Friday is coming soon. I am beyond excited to show you guys that. There is going to be a full try-on haul video. It's going to be like 15 and 20 minutes long. There are so many really cool items that I am so excited to share with you guys. And code CART is going to be 30% off. It's going to be fucking badass. Black Friday is coming, so save your money and make sure you splurge on that as opposed to splurging on anything else. I'm also not exactly sure if I've shown you guys this yet, but we did get our race shoes, and they're fucking pimp. I got the Nike Alpha Fly 3s, because those are the fastest shoes in the freaking game, and there's not much better than that. So, this is what they're looking like, though. Tell me that ain't badass. I'm so excited to wear these. I'm wearing them for the first time this weekend, actually, and your boy's hyped. Your boy's hyped, because we get to break them in finally. I bought them like literally a month ago and just haven't been able to wear them because I don't want to kind of destroy the shoe before I get to race in it. That would suck. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's happening in the land of Kartbra. So I just wanted to kind of update you guys. The race prep is going well, and we're fucking dialed. Halloween just passed. First time in like 8 years that I haven't been violently hungover on November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, because it's the 3rd today. So, W's in the chat. I used to be a big drinker. I've only drank like probably 3 times this year because I've just been so locked in. I'm the king of the dial. I also don't really do much. Other than that, another update, actually, I have plenty of updates. I have been searching for homestead down south, so potentially in the new year, your boy will have a new home gym at the Pure Muscle and Fitness, because that's where I'm planning on moving around, so I'll be within like a 10 to 20 minute radius of that, so I'm super excited for that. I have been in love with that gym since the day I walked in for the first time in 2022. I absolutely love that gym, and I'm willing to move for it. But it's not only that, but it's just I feel sort of trapped in my hometown, and I feel like I need a new environment to kind of test out what I can do on my own 2 feet rather than, with my parents and stuff like that. And the scary part about moving is obviously not knowing that many people. I have friends down south, but I don't have that many. And that's what's terrifying. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you know what? If you don't do things that scare you, you're never going to actually grow as an individual. So if you're watching this and you are on the fence about something because it's a little bit scary, take that leap, man. Take that fucking leap, because you never know what you're going to be able to achieve. And this is just the next step in my journey, and it's something I have to do in order to kind of lead the life that I wish to live. And obviously there's going to be a lot of sort of growing that will be done over the next year, and it's scary. I'm gonna fuck up a lot, I know that, but the good thing about it being scary is that it makes me a little bit excited for it too, because I'm gonna be able to learn so much about myself throughout this next little chapter of life, if you will. So I'm super excited about that. Going to be searching for more apartments even today. The never-ending search is begun, and kind of hyped about it. So yeah, it's a like a little bit more scary as well, just because I don't have much family on that side of the province. Everybody lives on the other side, so, or up here where I live. So it's just like kind of going in, doing my own thing. I got plenty of friends though, Christians there. All my friends from that went to Humber are there, so I'm super excited. And I actually haven't even told them. I'm just kind of keeping it on the low, searching for my apartment. Christian knows, Reese knows, but nobody else does, because I'm trying to be more Batman-y. I'm not Batman-y enough. Speaking of Batman, Young LA, Black Friday drop, gonna be sick. But yeah, I'm trying to just do my own thing. And as opposed to just saying shit and getting that little dopamine rush, I am actually doing shit. Because I feel like that's another issue that a lot of people have. They enjoy the feeling of saying something, saying that they are doing something, as opposed to actually doing something. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do so good, I'm gonna lose all this weight, but then they're just like, and then they're getting that gratification from other people, and they're like, oh my god, it feels like I already lost it, no point in doing it now. And then they're cooked, and then they just absolutely cook themselves. But yeah, that's my little rant for the day. That might have been a lot, my bad, gang. But that is it for the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Have a beautiful day.